Hey everyone, I'm Jen. Thank you so much for listening today, and thank you so much for your interest so far in the wonderful work that Saraswati and I want to share with you. We're both so passionate about helping and supporting all of you on your journey into feeling more abundance in your life. Super excited to announce the winner of the Mala bracelet in the coming weeks. So thank you so much for signing up for that. And I really was inspired to make this video for you guys because I wanted to talk to you about a frustration that I had experienced in my life for so long. And I can imagine that some of you can really relate to this, if not all of you. And I want you to know that I've been there and I completely understand this frustration. And what this is if you're like me, then you are a seeker of truth and you are looking for more ways to bring more peace into your life, and you have struggles, and there are certain areas in your life that you feel are not working the way that you want them to. And I want you to know that I fully get that. Particularly for me, I struggled with feeling stuck and a depression and anxiety for the majority of my life. And this went on up into my mid 20s, and I was, functional enough that I could do everything that I, and at the same time, I was not happy, and something was missing. And really what was missing was this connection to myself. And I was able to kind of go through the motions of my life and, do what I had to do, go to my job. And, I was inspired by my path and knowing that I wanted to help people. And I would always get intuitive hits about where I wanted to be. But I just kept feeling like I was hitting up against a wall and it was making me miserable. I studied so many religions and spiritual books, and I'd been to so many different therapists, and I honestly just felt like I was hitting the same point over and over again. And I just wanted to kind of share this with you because I know that a lot of you can relate to this feeling, and you feel like, oh my God, I do so much, I'm trying so hard, and why am I not breaking through to the next level of happiness? And I want to let you know that that can be such a painful feeling, and it can be so discouraging, and we start to feel hopeless, and we really start to wonder, how am I going to break through? And it really is that piece that I just mentioned before, that connection to ourselves. And once I started to really develop that connection to myself, all of a sudden something shifted, and it was like this glow, this light came into my life, and I could actually feel truly blissfully happy for really the first time in my life. And what was one of the significant things that led me to this place was my intuitive guidance and starting to trust that and understand it. And all the while, I had been trying to do it on my own for so many years, and I'd been trying to do it up here in my head. I'd been trying to figure it out. And what that was actually doing was keeping me spinning because I was trusting my brain over my heart. And it just kept building up more walls and more walls and more walls because of that. And it wasn't until I really started to surrender and try to get into a natural state of being. I just said try, but it's really not about trying. It's a state of allowing, and it takes practice. And one of the ways that I did that was through a lot of meditation and through a lot of releasing techniques to let go of the blocks that I was feeling, and to really have a trusted support, a trusted person who I was going to see a therapist who was really about this reintegration of getting me back in touch with myself. And all these things together That, coupled with trusting my intuitive guidance, allowed me to start to really connect to who I was and to feel truly, truly happy. And I want you to know that I want that for you, and I know that it's completely possible for you. And, you know, when we start to connect, it doesn't mean that everything is just, instantly perfect. I mean, I still have struggles and I still work through them, but what I do know now is I've actually experienced and embodied this core connection to myself. And one of the feelings that comes along with that core connection is this feeling of abundance and feeling that there is just more than enough to go around, and that I can fully be myself and there's no scarcity and there's no lack, and I can just live from this place of abundance. And the beautiful thing is, when I notice that I'm not feeling that way, I have all these techniques that before I was doing techniques and I just felt like I was hitting up against a wall. Now, when I do these techniques, I feel like because of the blocks that I've released and the guidance that I've allowed into my life has opened up so much space for me. And I know that it's possible for you. So I just want you to know that um, shifts are there. They are your birthright. It is your birthright to feel abundant. It is your birthright to feel excited and happy and invigorated and glowing and feminine and joyful, and all these things are your birthright, and they all are you. And it is my greatest pleasure and my greatest gift to be able to share how to do that with those of you. So I'm so glad that you are on this journey, and I'm just, so happy to answer any questions that you may have about my journey. And I hope that you continue to participate in the audios and videos that we're sending to you, so that you can really get a feel for this process being real for you, and that you don't have to feel like you're hitting up against a wall forever. So thank you so much for listening today. I really wish you a beautiful, peaceful day, regardless of what is going on for you. I hope that you have peace, and I will be talking to you very soon. Have a great day. Many blessings.